You're watching New Car Spin. That there is the Lexus RX 400 or 450 hybrid long wheelbase. Doesn't really matter actually, because they all look the same, and they're all over the place. The towns are infested by them, and this one in particular is green. It's called nori green. It does look like seaweed, and that's actually the name, seaweed. There you go. RX450hL, meaning it has a hybrid drivetrain and this third row here that people at Jalopnik are very proud of because they want to take credit for pressuring Lexus to make a 3-row SUV. Yeah, whatever. Funny enough though, the reason why I'm reviewing this car is because the more things change, the more they stay the same. Sure, for 2020 they upgraded the interior. They did things like add more insulation into the bottom of the vehicle to keep it quieter. You have different options on the look and feel of the car, and the biggest change is up front. I think they even updated the wood trim with this, maybe not. The biggest change is right in front there. Let's close this door, start this up. You might not know it, but that is a touchscreen. And we still have our traditional Lexus style controls that everybody loathes. But you look at the screen and you'd go, what? Wait a second. That is a touchscreen. So this car is just layer upon layer upon layer of changes since it came out in like 1996. I mean, look at this. This cruise control stock has been on Lexuses since 1990. Granted, they've added this little thing here for, radar cruise. But this control stock down here, this style, where you pull back and up and down and push the button to activate it, all of that is basically from 1990s. And the graphics look like it too. And that's where I come in. Because I'm going to say that this car, against your judgment, this car is the Nancy Pelosi of cars. Little things, a little too late, there you go, ta-da! And I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, no. Because there's the Acura MDX, and just because this is a third row, I'm not sold. Because look around at who's buying these things. Look at who drives these things. In the last 6 weeks, if you haven't noticed one on the road, it's because old people drive these things. And old people don't need a third row. Jalopnik doesn't get that. But what the rest of us get is that a touchscreen with the same terrible graphics from their older style doesn't help. Sure, this is in the LC500, and they've got these turning leaf looks here in the interior, and yeah, they've done something really remarkable here with the wood trim. But I mean, there is no like drive that you can change. There's no setting that you can change to make it feel better or go faster, because it's still just a heavy hybrid with weird driving dynamics. And that's what I'm here to tell you. So, put my seatbelt on here. It's already on. We just put it in drive. And you'll see heads-up display, and you'll notice that the engine's off. We can go forward. The way the Toyota does their hybrid system is really odd. I can't see how much power is in reserve. I don't know what the battery level's at. And I can have this EV mode button here pressed, but when I do it, it says EV mode unavailable. Well, if it's an EV, it should be in EV mode when I tell it to. But it says it's unavailable. It doesn't say why. Is it because I'm going too fast? Is it because there's not enough battery power? It just, you're left guessing in this car, and it's almost like a bad dream, It's almost like living with Nancy Pelosi. You just want to get out of it. And that's kind of where I'm at. We'll go left here because I want to kind of make another point. So this area here is called Chinatown, and you could tell it's full of history and tradition, and that's the thing about you Lexus buyers and you Toyota fanboys. You all believe that every Lexus and every Toyota is reliable, and they're going to last forever, and they're cheap to maintain, and they're very it's a very conscious purchase. And I'd say, if it's so reliable, why buy a new one? You're buying a new Lexus RX because, well, you're not even buying it, you're leasing it technically because you can't afford to buy it. And that's kind of the thing here. The way the cultures are here with this Lexus, you can see they haven't done anything to innovate this vehicle. Sure, it's a hybrid. Sure, that it's got green paint on it. Sure, it's got a touchscreen. But they just did the minimum effort to check the box. And I'm looking around this vehicle, and everything about this vehicle is the minimum effort. And this is a Lexus. And what I think is that this car, just like Pelosi, the time has come and gone for any of those games, because people deserve, want, and need better than this. And I can't really explain what the differences need to be, but this thing needs to be sent out to pasture, and they need a new one, and they better start now. Because you just look around here and you think, yeah, it looks nice. It's got a Botox lip job here, and it's got like a little eyelash tuck here, there. It's basically Nancy Pelosi. I see this car and it's like old people and very weird logic, and just none of it makes any sense. And you have to wonder if they've just been on too many drugs for too long. And that's where I'm at with this Lexus. It just feels like it's at the end of its life, sort of like Nancy Pelosi and her career, and a lot of other people as well, you might agree. So this is not really a car review in the sense of, oh, here's what the Lexus does. This is more or less like, get off your ass and do something new. This is not really new. They've just been riding this wave of laziness since 1996. Sure, it was revolutionary when it came out, but today, this is nothing. This is nonsense. This is like, it doesn't go off-road, even though it's an SUV. It doesn't get great fuel economy, even though it's a hybrid. It doesn't have good graphics, even though it has a touchscreen. And, I just look at this and go, it's just minimal. But it's so damn expensive. I don't even want to talk about the price. What I want to say is, it seems to me that the people that buy this car they give up. Like, just look around. Like, when you had to go to the grocery store in the last 6 weeks, did you see any Lexus RX on the road? Honestly, tell me, have you seen any of these? These things are everywhere in most cities, and I haven't seen anything like this on the road. That should tell you the demographic, and it should also tell you the future of that demographic. They're going to be a part of the new normal, and the new normal does not include the Lexus RX. Period. And that's really harsh, and it's really sad, but we've given Lexus a lot of time and a lot of money to figure it out. And the people that have, fallen for it, and almost the people that Lexus has catered to with this car, there's a new normal coming, and this car doesn't fit. I'm Brian with New Car Spin. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the bell, see what happens. Hope you're doing well. And I got more car videos coming. I want to thank Lexus for letting me have this for the week. The ride itself is nothing to write home about other than to tell you I'm lucky if I don't feel car sick after driving it for 20 minutes. The body roll is horrendous. The squat and dive is horrendous. I keep looking to see if this is some kind of air or hydraulic suspension, and it isn't. And I just don't feel like driving it anymore. It's probably why no one drove one in the last 5 or 6 weeks and just ordered from Amazon and had things delivered and decided I'm not going out. Because this car gives me that same sensation. I'm not going out. The only reason why I went out is because I needed my coffee. Thanks for watching.